Like to welcome. To the NBA on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter David Aldridge on the sidelines. In the last meeting for these two teams, the Spurs were handed a loss when they went up against Phoenix. Outside Irving. Rebounded by the Spurs. Pass to Sohan. Spurs working the ball around now. Holmgren can't hit. And here's Phoenix. Up top, Edwards. Irving looking over the floor. There's the triple. Here's Gasol. And finished off by Gasol.
And just scrapes and claws for that offensive rebound and doesn't take any chances there with the putback.
GA, strong work all around. And the rebound and the stuff both. Wow. To the wing right side. Fires top of the key. And it's good for two.
Well, the defense can't lose track of him. He's just too talented offensively.
Outside Irving. To the paint. Pass to Gasol. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound. He lobs up the alley-oop pass. And the dunk by Sohan.
Jeremy Sohan, an emphatic 2 points.
Edwards with the screen. Here's Irving. And the rejection by Holmgren.
Yeah, slow start for them offensively. 1 for 5. They need to be more patient and find a better look.
And so it's Irving. He brings it up for the Phoenix Suns. Back to Edwards. The kick out to Irving. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And Mike Budenholzer has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Holmgren the screen. Floats it up for Holmgren. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And give credit to Holmgren for jumping all over that opportunity, putting his length to great use.
Pulls up, high post. Phoenix, no good that time either.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Now, here is Irving. And Stephon Castle is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
And in this first quarter, about 3 minutes played. Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Irving.
Well, I love when guys like Edwards work inside. Don't settle for jumpers. Get a solid look close to the rim.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Outside Edwards. Three-pointer. Here's Gasol. That's basket number 2 with his third shot off to a fast 2 for 3.
I tell you what, you better watch out, fellas. He is on fire here today.
Gilgeous-Alexander, that's a 2-pointer. And it's San Antonio with another.
Money in the bank. Gilgeous-Alexander is more than happy to try his luck from that spot.
Down low. And the dunk by Vanderbilt.
And once he gets clear off the screen, there is no stopping him.
No, not when there's a flush waiting to happen.
Well, give credit to the screener there. That's how you help free up your teammates.
Suns trail by 5. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. And the shot goes in.
It took him a while, but he finally gets one to fall.
Here's Castle. Vanderbilt with the block. And here's Edwards. From outside the arc. And the 3 ball is good. Edwards got 5 now. Tie game in San Antonio. And back with the start of the second quarter in just a moment. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at San Antonio's performance here, what do you think they've been doing or not doing?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and that's helped them get the lead. But we'll have to see if they can sustain this offensive output.
Well defended that time. He's a shooter that the D has to close down on quickly when he's ready to pull the trigger.
Pass to Barnes. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. Shot clock at 5. Here's Francis. Rebounded by Kamare.
Yeah, credit the defense there, not allowing the easy layup.
Outside Beal. Driving to the basket. Outside for Rondo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Hey, Stan, we've heard talk about players not heaving up a shot at the buzzer to protect their shooting percentage. Have you run into that at all?
Oh, Kevin, that definitely happens. Players are concerned about all of those numbers, shooting percentages being one of them, because they become a factor in contract negotiations. But they have to realize, number one, you've got to do what gives your team a chance to win. And number two, with all the analytics, teams separate out what they call heaves at the end of the quarter. Well, working without the ball. Smart can play the 1. He can also shift over and be a catch-and-shoot guy.
Rondo scanning the floor. Pass to Miller. And stolen by Barnes. In transition, here comes San Antonio. And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Using the speed that time, Caldwell Pope got out ahead of the defense to finish off the break.
Here's Smart. Here's Francis. Offensive rebound. Swiped it away. Beal with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. Beal can't get it to go. Spurs leading by 5. Pass to Francis. Here's Bassett. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. Outside for Rondo. Takes the 3. And he's good on the 3 ball. Rondo's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Outside, Smart. Pass to Francis. Back to Smart. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Substitution on the floor.
Irving with it. And for those of you just joining us in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by, stolen by Caldwell Pope. Here's Francis. Pass to Bassie. In the corner, Smart with it. And here is Barnes. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Offensive rebound. Here's Francis. Caldwell Pope outside. Here's Francis. Scoreless thus far.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Edwards, no good.
Yeah, and he had the D tangled up there with that patented crossover. Just couldn't convert the finish.
Here's Francis. Drills the three-pointer. Francis has got himself on the board with 3 there.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Outside, Edwards. Off target with his 3.
Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical.
Pass to Caldwell Pope. Here's Francis. He's covered by Irving. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And it's a 7-point Spurs lead.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Greg, you love this topic more than anyone. When you think about the best ball handlers of all time, where does Kyrie Irving rank on your list?
Well, you know, I think, Kevin, he's at the very top. I've never seen anyone else pull off some of the things he does. Certainly makes a strong case for the best ever.
Here's Castle. And the rebound goes to Pau Gasol.
And priority number 1 has got to be the finish, guys, not the fancy stuff.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Spurs will take it.
I don't know what the heck happened there. That's just a careless turnover.
Spurs leading by 5. Pass to Vassell. Holmgren the screen. Vassell, no good. The deep 3 from Irving. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Spurs out in front. They lead by 5. We're going to step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime. And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Suns trail by 5. Outside Rondo. Inside. Here's Edwards. Rebound San Antonio.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
And stolen by Gasol. Lobbed up there for Dunn. And stolen by Vassell. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. From down in the low post, it goes. Gilgeous-Alexander's got the first bucket of the third here for the Spurs. Now Rondo. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Tries the spin move to the middle. Here's Gasol. Can't get it to fall. And they blow the whistle for a foul. He was trying to disrupt the fast break opportunity. The Spurs shooting their first free throw of the game here. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet. There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise.
Outside Rondo to the inside. Here's Edwards. Back to Rondo. It's Chet Holmgren with the rebound.
Well, halftime is supposed to be for adjustments. I'm sure this isn't what they had in mind.
Here's Castle. Oh, good on the three.
Well, his team has the lead, but this has to be a bit of a concern.
Oh, Edwards flies up and finishes the alley-oop.
Well, the athleticism Edwards has is off the charts. He makes those alley-oop catches look effortless.
Vanderbilt with the steal. Now here's Rondo, and they double up Rondo. Tipped away. Gilgeous-Alexander with the steal. From 8. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. For Phoenix, they have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
Well, what you have to love about Edwards is his drive. This is a guy that wants to be an all-time great when it's all said and done.
And here's Rondo. Right around 3 minutes into the second half. And Edwards with the stuff.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. And he'll shoot free throws here. Clearly fouled on that shot that time. The whistle blowing. Well, Devin Vassell has flown under the radar for a long time and passed a lot of fans, Coach. But we've seen it. He can fill it up.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He is an outstanding shooter. He's got great footwork. He can score at all 3 levels. He reminds you a bit of DeMar DeRozan, but maybe even with more of a three-point shot.
And Irving is one of the most gifted players we've ever seen. I mean, who still continues to play at a high level.
Shooting for Phoenix, Kyrie Irving. 2 shots.
Both free throws good for Irving.
I'm sure they don't want to send him to the line. That has to be in their scouting report.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Vassell. Beyond the arc. Hands it from downtown. Vassell's got 7 points.
Well, the defense has to do a better job at pushing Vassell off that spot outside.
Beal deciding where to go with it. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple. Beal's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3.
Matching baskets from the perimeter are an earmark of today's game.
Yeah, sometimes you get in a shootout like this, but you just hope that you can get a stop first.
Craig, seems like we always talk about Shai Gilgeous-Alexander's offensive side, but when it comes to deflections and steals, his defense, he's one of the best.
Yeah, his two-way ability is sometimes overlooked in the mainstream media. But people in the know how good of a defender he is.
44 seconds left here in the third quarter. Got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds. The Spurs able to retain possession here.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Out of bounds, Phoenix will take possession.
Well, it shows you how crucial communication is. They clearly weren't on the same page there.
Suns trail by 6. Outside Irving. They grab their own miss. Second chance shot. Azubuike, no good.
And what should have been a simple pass and finish ends up at a missed opportunity on that alley-oop attempt.
Yeah, that just comes down to the timing being off between those two guys.
They get it again. Outside Beal. On the wing, Irving. Over Castle. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's San Antonio with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter.
The Suns, 28.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. San Antonio leading by 6. Pass to Holmgren. Always going up for the alley-oop here. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, nice job there from Holmgren. His guys appreciate when they're open, he gets them the ball.
There's the pick. And that's a foul called on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. And that'll be his third foul so far.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Beal with it. Outside Irving. Just 5 on the clock. Good. It's Beal picking up the assist.
And Irving can change the course of a game with his ability to shoot the three.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. Suns trail by 5. And so the ball out of bounds. Beal touched it last.
The defense will take that miscommunication. Not even close.
San Antonio with the ball. They've led by as much as 10. Here's Castle. Vassell left side. Spurs working the ball around now. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Goes back up. And that one comes up a bit short.
Well, I'm surprised that didn't fall for him. We know that's a shot he can hit, and there wasn't much resistance either.
And it's Vassell with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Suns, final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. Here's Gasol. Got it. Good job in the low post.
Well, defensively, all eyes are on Edwards, and that creates opportunities for others.
Vassell left side. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Sohan. It's stolen by Vanderbilt. Here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
Yeah, Edwards has some big bounce in his step.
Holmgren can't hit.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Now Rondo. Bobbed up there for Edwards. Out of bounds. Suns ball as Phoenix keeps possession. We're in the fourth quarter here. Just under 2.5 minutes gone.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Now here's Gilgeous-Alexander. They could use a bucket. Vanderbilt with the rebound. The Suns leading. Greg, their offensive approach has been rock solid here.
And they're finding the weak spots in the D and attacking it.
Outside Edwards. it's good, coming on the assist by Rajon Rondo. Edwards got 12 points here in the second half. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Banked in off the glass.
And where some feel stressed, Gilgeous-Alexander feels strength. Love the confidence from the young fella.
Bobbed up there for Edwards. All alone. Hammers it home to polish off the break.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
A sequence like that really does sting. I'll tell you that much.
Here's Castle. Pass to Vassell. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. Here's Sohan. Now, Gilgeous-Alexander. Over Edwards. They shoot again. Holmgren. Tough sequence there. They just couldn't get it to fall. And stolen by Vassell. And now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander, the fast break chance.
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
Yeah, don't you just love to see a player embrace that kind of pressure?
Rondo.
Already set the Summer League record for blocks in his first game. Holmgren, one of the best young shot blockers in the league. And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And a tough break as his second attempt at the line, no good. Pass to Rondo. And timeout is called by Mike Budenholzer. Coach clearly feeling the necessity to regroup with so much at stake here. And let's get your take, guys. What's the strategy?
And it's do or die time. They need a bucket here to stay alive.
Yeah, the clock is their enemy, and they know it. We'll see if they go for the tie or try and get a quick one.
19 seconds left in the fourth. Outside Irving. And that one goes out of bounds. Pass touched by Gilgeous-Alexander.
And it's all about the three right here.
Yeah, and when your opponent knows what you need, it makes it that much harder to find an opening.
Here's Holmgren. Money!
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, and you know what's going to happen, there are going to be points